Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to RoadCraft for what is live stream number 4 as we continue our journey through the game. Good morning, welcome back to RoadCraft. We're live today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from yesterday morning stream. Yesterday morning, we continued on the Sunkern map as we drained the quarries to get them back up and running again, and then we cleared a few other small missions, got some convoys moving before we then moved on to looking at the next part, which is over the river from where we are. So we started building a bridge. We've got our materials ready in the end. We did do some recycling to get the materials we needed, then realised we already had them in storage, so we didn't actually need to do that. But today we're going to deliver the materials for the bridge first thing, and then see what's over the other side for us to do, as that's where it's kind of making us go towards. But I hope you're enjoying RoadCraft so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But I do have a little bit of bad news. Monday morning, on Monday, when we normally stream, is a bank holiday, so we won't be able to stream on Monday. And next week is half term in the UK. I know they've just had a holiday for the school holiday, but now they have another one, which frustratingly is going to affect us. I don't quite know if there's going to be any chance of streaming next week. Obviously, we've got the schedule out on Sunday, as always, to tell us what's going on. But yeah, a little bit annoyed, just because we've only just come back from one school holiday, and it's going to affect the channel again. And the channel, we're doing really well recently. We always do well, to be fair. But I mean, we've had increased viewership, which is brilliant. Doing really well in general, and yeah, we've now got this issue. I'm really struggling with episodic content because I keep falling asleep instead of actually editing. I'm waiting for doctors to speak to doctors about that because it's now getting to a point that I can't manage without speaking to the doctors now. The falling asleep is getting horrendous. To the point I have to keep myself in pain to stay awake, which isn't a good thing. So that's something we're going to deal with. Hopefully we can get it dealt with next week maybe, and then we'll see what happens. But ignoring all that, RoadCraft today. So we got the quarries up and running yesterday, as I say, boys. Today we've got to make the bridge. That's the first thing. And then let's see what's next, because I think that's the only mission we have left on there. But don't forget to let me know what you think of RoadCraft in the comments. Always happy to hear what people think. Are they enjoying the content? Is this something they're playing themselves? Are they enjoying it? That kind of thing. Let us know what you think. Right, let's crack on. Make most of the time. So Aftermath is 100%, and so is Precipice. Sunken 33%. Now I thought after yesterday we did quite a lot, and I thought we were doing really well. Lots was done, and then I saw 33% last night as we come off, and I'm thinking, really, is that all? Now, what I also realised is if we go on to Sunken, there's 23 objectives with 10 side objectives. We're only on one side, 10 objectives, and the infrastructure requests 3 of 11. Now we know there's 2 missing on Aftermath. Although Aftermath is showing us done, it now says 0 of 7 infrastructure, although it's fully complete. I think Crazy Arsenal was telling us he thinks that's the convoys, so maybe it is, and if you cancel them, maybe that stops it. I don't know, but let's crack on. We've got a bridge to build. My other criticism I was having yesterday, or something I was thinking about last night. So on anyone who enjoys our SnowRunner content knows that I like to try and use different vehicles. I don't like using the same vehicle over and over again. With this, you haven't got much choice because you've only got one vehicle of each type. There isn't like 5 trucks for hauling stuff or anything like that. It was a choice of one, essentially. So because of that, we always have to use the same vehicle over and over again, which is quite alien to me. I like to change what we're doing. That's my criticism at the minute. I like to change vehicle as much as possible. Like we've only got one vehicle currently that has a crane on the back. You can't have it. The other vehicle just there we have to move equipment around. You can't actually put a crane on it. And because of that, that's a bit frustrating because we've got to use the same vehicle all the time. But that's my criticism currently. I'd like a bit more probably choice of what vehicle to use. But then with lack of damage, I suppose it makes sense. There's not. But there we go. Anthony, good morning. How are you? So today, first thing is we have to build this bridge that we set up over here. We need nine concrete slabs, which we've taken out of our storage. We have actually recycled some materials to make some more, but we had 9 in storage. So we need to send 9 over here for the bridge, and then the mission requires us to go to the salt mine entrance over there. I'm guessing it needs power, looking at that. There's also a mountain base for us to do over there as well. So that's our current main objective, our only objective. Now, for this, we've got we did start recycling materials to make concrete slabs. In the end, we didn't actually need them, so we stopped because we had them in storage. We've got 2 vehicles here that can carry ones, but only one as a crane. So we'll load both vehicles up if we can and see if we can do it in 2 trips, 1 of each vehicle. I think is our best bet. Long time ago, but yeah, obviously not on the channel, but yeah, a long time ago. Okay, if we park this just here, I'm going to try and get. So that's there, and then if we swap vehicle to that, and we put it next to it, I think will probably be the best bet. You see the difference between a rusty vehicle and non-rusty vehicle, can't you? Obviously, our crane truck is upgraded. I'm hoping that's close enough. It might be too far away, to be fair. Yeah, I'm not brilliant with the crane, so I'm trying to make sure we don't, you know, that we're not too far away. But I thought it gives us a chance to use a different vehicle at least. Okay. Anchors. Crane. Come on, give me the top one. There we go. This is where I struggle a little bit with the crane, is trying to get it in the right place here. We should probably use crane camera to make it a bit easier for myself. Okay, needs to go a little bit more that way. There we go. That wasn't too bad. I don't know how many we can fit in each truck. I'm hoping we can do it in 2 journeys. There's 9 needed in total, so I'm hoping 2 journeys would be ideal. It's as low as we can go down, is it? Yeah, is that a game you enjoy then, Anthony? As I say, I've not played as many moons ago since I played it, I think. And not something we've done on the channel. As I said before, everything's voted for on the channel, so I think the GTA games are on the list, but it's just not been something people have been interested in. When it's come to talking about what's next. Come on. We're just about there. Not quite there. There we go. Right, that's 2 in there. I don't know how... We need 9 in total. We're not going to do this. I wonder if I can do 4 and 5. Is my thinking. Potentially. I don't know how overloaded that will make that of a vehicle. I mean, it's a rusty vehicle, so it's not as good as non-rusty vehicles. We're doing okay with it. I'm still struggling a little bit with the crane. I think we are getting better. It's just... I think that's that. Yeah, one more would make that 4. And even then I think that may be overloaded, but we'll see how we go. Be careful on corners, I think. And then we're going to try 5 in hours. And see if we can do this in 2 journeys. Give me the top one. There we go. No, wrong way. Yeah, I'm not sure if 5 will be too many, to be fair, but we'll see. I take it you've played it then, Anthony, have you? Slowly does it. I don't want it more on one side than another, because obviously in doing that we will mess up the load and easily tip. A little bit too much to one side. I want it slightly further that way if I can. There we go. If we quickly swap truck, we should be able to strap cargo. There we go. So that's got 4 on board. I'm hoping we can get the final 5 on this one, is my hope. My only concern is obviously 5 is probably going to be quite overloaded, because that 4 looks quite heavy loaded as it is, but we'll see how we go. I do think we're getting better with crane. It's just, it just takes so much. For me, I find it awkward, and we do the same in Snow Runner. Though I've always struggled with the crane in Snow Runner as well, so this isn't a new thing. Turn it round. Okay, not quite there. I was gonna say, it's not far off though. There we go. Obviously the bigger cranes are a lot easier to use. They're a lot simpler in terms of controls. Is 5 going to be too many? We're going to risk it. Obviously, if we mess up and we lose a load, we can make some more from what we've already recycled. Before we realise we didn't actually need to recycle anything. Too far over. Come on. Ah, it's not quite there. There we go. It's there. Something we don't do very often, we can actually on the crane change how much how much rope length there is. We don't really use it as much. Maybe I should use that more. Maybe that would make some of this, using this crane a little bit easier, maybe. It's rope length rather than just using it as we have been. That's so close to being there, isn't it? Is it there? Yeah, that's that. Right, 2 to go. As I say, we may be a little bit overloaded when we do 5, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not going to block the crane, because that's the other concern. If it blocks the crane, we can't fold the crane. That could potentially be an issue. Like that. Not quite that. This is when probably rope length makes a difference rather than... Black and white. I think that's on. It is on. Is it on the back though? A little bit too much, maybe. I think that's definitely on. As long as the other one's a bit more forward, I think we'll be fine. Right, last one. As I say, 5 might be too many. We've got 4 in the other truck. But it is a rusty truck, so obviously it's not as capable as this one. A bit more towards me. It's on. Okay, can we fold the crane? We can. Perfect. Can we strap cargo? We can indeed. Right, what we'll do is we'll take the other vehicle first, the rusty vehicle, with its 4 loads. Mainly because if we get in trouble, we can then come with the crane to fix it. So we need to deliver these 2 loads, 9 in total, to the bridge. Right, as we can't mark a route out, we've got to kind of think of this in our head. That's quite a straightforward route, I think. There's generally a lot of looking at the map to make sure we're still heading in the right direction, I must admit, but I thought we're kind of getting there with the map. By the time you get used to the map and know where things are, it's time to change map because you've finished everything. That's what I find. Right, let's get going. My camera's very close, isn't it? So let's see if we move my camera away. I've already gone the wrong way, haven't I? Where am I going? So down there is where I'm meant to be going. Could have gone the other way. Might use one of these to reach the location rather than the scout truck next. I think you guys probably have a fly there. I think it takes very time. $16 less than what? 16 minutes is a weird time. You can't say 16 minutes less and then not put the original time. Straight through here. So flying takes 16 minutes less than walking, driving, running, flying, swimming. It needs some context, otherwise that sentence doesn't make sense. Patrick, good morning, how are you? Okay. Definitely slower, this vehicle. I'm pretty sure this will be faster, but with 4 loads of concrete slabs, it is weighing it down pretty much. So, that'd be why it's a little bit slow. Yeah, but I don't understand what you said, Anthony. 16 minutes less than what? Oh, actually, other way. Don't want to get in the way of those. Don't want to mess that route up. Doing bad. Got to remember, we've still got these. We don't get any rewards anymore from those, but we think that's the infrastructure. It's them routes that are still going. See, this is actually really slow. Tasco, good morning, how are you? Okay, we need to go right here. We're going over our newly laid road to get to the bridge, and this will be the first load for the bridge, which is the 4 slabs, and then the other truck's got 5. But yeah, as I was saying this morning, I was thinking about it last night. Like, if you watch the SnowRunner content, I change trucks as much as I can, even if it's something that maybe isn't as good as something else. I still try and use it where possible. It does make the game a little bit harder, admittedly, but in this you haven't got the option to really change trucks unless you stick to only rusty vehicles only, which kind of seems a bit silly. You don't really have a much option for hauling stuff, say. You know, we've got 2 vehicles that can haul things. We've got this one here and the mule. The mule is the only one, though, that can have a crane attachment. So because of that, you're generally going to use the crane attachment more often than not. So it's better to use that one than this one. It's one of those, I don't quite know, do we need more vehicles, or does it make sense because of lack of damage that there isn't as many vehicle choices, maybe? It's the one thing I'm in 2 minds today, to be fair. You like travelling, don't travel too much because of the flight. I hate getting sleepy, George. Ah, okay. 3 of them. The music did your head in. No, the music's not on all of them. The music's only on the ones that I couldn't commentate on. It's not on all of them, though. Because we talked about it after I'd made a few, and everyone said they'd rather commentary than music. We actually did change it in the end. I don't know where he is, no. If he might turn up later, I don't know. I don't know if he's got any plans today or not. At the end of the day, life comes first. Right, these are the first 4 of 9 concrete slabs. There we go. We have delivered 4 of the 9 needed. But yeah, lack of vehicle choice, or lack of using different vehicles is kind of my only real criticism at the minute. Right, let's park them. I thought this map would be nearly done by now, but look at how many objectives there are still. Might be here a while. Yeah, thank you, Tasco. Yeah, no, I know. Like I say, the music was just because I wasn't commentating. So when I can't commentate, I put the music on instead. But yeah, a lot of people are the same thing as you. Weren't a massive fan of the music, so we actually changed it in the end. Right, back in the mule now. This one's got 5 concrete blocks in, and again, you can see the weight difference. We are overloaded. You can tell by the way the vehicle's acting on the front end. It's getting very bouncy. So we need to be a little bit wary on corners, although the route's fairly simple. So it's actually really bouncy. Yeah, 5 is definitely too many. I thought 4 was too many for the other vehicle. 5 is definitely too many for the mule. I can't remember what the other one's called, to be fair. We've got to take this easy. I don't want to mess a load up, because this will be the bridge done. Okay, watch out in case there's a convoy coming this way. Oh, it's a bit out of hand. See how bouncy it is? That's all because the front end is struggling to touch the floor, I think. Okay, we're not far off though. Thanks for the likes, much appreciated otherwise. Yesterday's stream as well was the first RoadCraft stream that didn't get a dislike. So if someone wants to go and dislike it just because it feels left out, go ahead. My only assumption is people are disliking the actual game itself, would be my assumption, just because we don't generally get many dislikes. They occasionally, it depends on the game, but generally we don't get many. But I need to be out of the way of this. I don't want to get in the way. There we go. Right, we're nearly there. I'm trying to take it easy. I don't want to interrupt the convoy. Over the bridge we go, and this will be the bridge built, and then we can go to the mine on the western side and see what else is needed over there. Come on, up we go. Struggling to get on the bridge. There we go, bridge is built. Your wife was watching you play SnowRunner and said, have you not lost your temper yet? It is definitely one of those games that you could so easily lose your temper. Am I going backwards with the handbrake on? Yeah, you could so easily lose your temper, couldn't you? That's the thing. Okay. I would switch to a scout vehicle normally, but I'm not going to. We're going to stay in the truck and head across the wide bridge we just built. And go and see what we need to do over here. We've got to reach the mine on the western side of the region to finish off this mission. So let's get over there. My assumption is a lot of what we need to do now will be over this side, maybe. Or potentially between the two. We're going to need some sand over this side, I think. Whoa, that's a hole.
I have another side mission, should you choose to accept.
Okay.
The local seems hell-bent on keeping all construction blueprints paper only. Luddites. That's a problem because the only ones still in existence are stashed away in the Montville archive. If you find any blueprints, deliver them to the Montville administration. No pressure. But that would really help our rebuilding efforts.
So we need to find some blueprints. Now there's 10 side missions on this map in total. We've done 1. So this is the second one. Oh, there's 2 now. So, retrieve the Montville archive and return it to the administration. That's all the way over there. Okay. Let's find an object. We need a scout vehicle for that. And explore the castle. Okay, well there's 2 sides. We'll have a look at those in a minute. Let's get this mission complete because we had this mission up first. We just need to get to the mine area. I will say this area is pretty tricky to drive in. It's a lot softer, the ground, than over the other side of the river. We had a route fail on the map as well. Have a look at that in a minute. Not that it matters, there's no rewards for that. We think that's the infrastructure stuff, is those. I may have gone the wrong way here. Oh no, it's just I can see a fence. There is a fence ahead of me. I'm about to knock it down, I think, because we just need to get to around there. Oh no, there's no fence this bit. Fence is just kind of broken anyway. Right, we're here.
There's some old mines in the mountain range that might have more than a few mine carts. If you need a whole lot of scrap metal, check it out.
Mine carts for scrap metal, not bad.
Abandoned mines.
Okay, we're here. Oh, is there an exact place we need to go to? Yeah, there is. There we go, objective complete.
You won't like this, but we have a serious energy problem. I'm all out of coffee. Also, the railway and the nearby town are suffering an extended brownout. I needed to take a look at the power substation on the north side. Anywho, if you want a safe way inside the mine, you'll need a map. There's one in the flooded village, but it's tucked away inside a safe in the admin building.
Okay.
If you find the safe, haul it over to the workshop down south, and our boys will crack it for you. In the meantime, I'll find some coffee.
So, what we need to do is several different things here. We're going to check out the power substation near the railway station, all the way up there, and recover the mine plans from the flooded village, which means finding a safe and then taking that safe to the workshop. So I'm guessing the scout vehicle may be the best thing for that, maybe. And then obviously we've got the side missions to do as well. The only thing with this finding things... Oh, it's another one now. Look for damaged trolleys near abandoned mines. Wow. We're getting a load of missions suddenly pop up now, aren't we? So anything you've got to look for, generally, the scout vehicle's better because you can scan. Currently, the scout vehicle is over this side, so we may as well go to flooded village first, find the plans there in the scout vehicle, and then we've got to drag the safe back. Unless I've got a crane nearby, maybe. We'll go to flooded village in the scout vehicle, I think. And then... yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Do that first, because then everything else is over the other side of the river. It is just find the object. We've heard whispers of the mine plans tucked away in a safe on the top floor of an admin building. It's going to be a scout vehicle then. It's a long shot, but with no strangers and tough breaks in this line of work. Let's see where this lead takes us. Once you find that safe, haul it over to the workshop down south, and we'll provide them with resources and they'll lend us a hand cracking that safe open. I'm guessing it means we're dragging it to the workshop there. By the looks of things. Okay, vehicle, where is currently our Minuteman? Where are you? Oh, back at the base, okay. Other thing we need to quickly check was there was an infrastructure need maintenance. So this is what I was saying before, is roads break down over time. This is one thing I've noticed. So the more these convoys are working, the more the road and the ground is getting churned up. The more then you have to go and maintain these areas. We've already got all the rewards, but we also noticed that infrastructure missions on the second map is showing now 0 of 7. And we think it's because we cancelled these because there's nothing's needed. But yeah, it's failed there. There should be no reason for it to fail there. I'll just send it out again and see what happens. But it is because the roads break down over time. Right, flooded village is where we're heading now. Retrieve these plans and then head over the other side and go over there. Focus on the other side. A flooded village is near our bridge anyway. I don't know if there's a better entrance, to be fair. Let's have a look. Flooded village. I don't know, I keep turning the map around because I get confused. Yeah, basically we head towards the bridge, I think, and then come in this way, and then make a decision of where we potentially could be going. I'm not sure how we're going to haul this safe either. Obviously we can't pick it up and put it in the back, because we haven't got a crane. We could send the crane over there, to be fair. It'll take a while. And it could go in the back, maybe. It might be an option, to be fair. To see how big it is. If it's something small that we can just winch to and drag, then we may just drag it, to be fair. Okay, we could go in this side. There's an entrance this way, although it doesn't look quite flooded. Yeah, I think we're better off going in over here. Why would you drive at me? I know it's down to how I planned the route, but just directed straight at us there. Right, flooded village. Suddenly we had one mission here, which is build a bridge, and then we're inundated with missions. Right, this is the flooded village. First time being here.
Now all you have to do is find the admin building. At least you don't have to crack the safe yourself. Although
No.
if you could, I'd be impressed.
I've got a feeling, though, whichever building this is in, we're going to have to find a way up, aren't we, essentially? So we've got to find basically a ramp, I would say. It's going to be in this building, I would say. It's how we get across to it. So looking at this, there must be a way up, essentially. There's a point there, there's a crossing point there, which makes me think potentially there's a way up here as well. Where's the way? I bet the way-in's there. I reckon we need to get to this side of it, pull the doors open, and then we go up here. And I bet it's right in the top, is my thinking. Can we get down that narrow channel, I wonder? Let's have a look. If I just beached myself. I have just beached myself. That worked well, didn't it? I have nothing to winch to, have I? Why seriously just winch myself? It's not moving. There's a little bit of movement actually. Come on. There's nothing to winch to, annoyingly. Oh, there's a tree over there. Why can't I winch the trees? Also, the winching in this is nowhere near like SnowRunner. It is a lot trickier to actually winch to things. I may have to recover this, I think. No, I'm not. Let's not recover it. Let's go and just push it. Waste of time recovering it. I'm just going to push it. We head over into there from here. We've got trucks nearby. We'll just push it forward. That's the easiest way. I don't really want to recover it and then have to come all the way back. So if we give it a quick little push. Okay, that's a bit too much of a push. Might have been enough though. That's a bit of a heavier push than I wanted, to be fair, but there we go, we've done it. Whoa, that's deep. Okay, that got a lot deeper than I was expecting there. And now I'm stuck again. It's not going well this morning, is it? Oh, there's a winch point there. Hang on. There we go. So far we're having a few issues this morning. It is not going to plan. Okay. I don't think we can get up there, can we? I was going to try and get through the gap. I don't think we're getting up there, which means we need to go round. Which, I know that is quite deep. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Okay. Keep low gear on. It's called low gear for some reason. It's low range, but they call it low gear in this. Can't seem to get any grip. Okay, reverse back a little bit. Yeah, we're not getting out of that. Winch point there. Oh, that's because I've got that on, that's what I wanted. Okay. And I'm only guessing this is where we need to be going. We don't actually know, but it makes the most sense looking at the map. Not too sure how we're going to get a safe out of here though. Crazy Irishman, good morning, how are you? Thanks for the like, videos, much appreciated. So much stuff to get stuck on. But yeah, I thought we'd be done with this map, but the map's quite extensive in terms of what you need to do on it. There's a lot to do, it would seem. Right, I think if I'm right in what the map looks like, we want to be heading over this way. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be another building. Low range is definitely the one to help here. We can scan again, actually. Is it going to show up? Still, object's not showing up yet. I thought it would, to be fair. Okay, my thinking on what the map looked like was wrong then, because we're not getting up there, we're not opening the doors, aren't we? I thought we'd be opening the doors there to get in, but definitely not happening that way. Oh, I think we can get up there, and then go up here. I'm adamant the safe's over here. It seems the most likely because of the way the building is ramped in different areas. But yeah, it's not the easiest thing to drive around this place. Getting stuck in different places. Right, we're going up there, I think. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we need a really big run up. That definitely looks like that's the way in, doesn't it? Either that or that's the way out. Yeah, we're not getting in there, are we? I should put low range slows you down, doesn't it? We're not getting in there. We found, oh, it's there. Okay, so actually we don't need to go in there because it's over there. Right, we know where it is now. It is over there. And now we need to go and get it and pull it. So we're going to find a way to get to that bit there. So it's there, in that building, right on the edge there. This looked like, because of the ramp, that looks like it's ramped going up, going across, ramped across up here. Made me think we'd be going in, but obviously not then. Right, is that a doorway able to be pulled open maybe? Because that's my only real option, I think. Or we find another way. Ah, actually, is this a way in? Maybe. And then we come down to grab it that way. See if we can look down here first. If not, I think we're meant to go up to here and in and then down. So I don't want to get stuck is the only issue. There's lots of places we can get stuck on at the minute. Yeah, we're not getting in. No, I don't think we're getting in there. No, I think I was wrong and we're going to go up the other way and then come down through the building that way and then grab it, and then I think we come out this way. This is the exit. Just trying to gauge the right way is quite tricky, but I think that seems to be the obvious route. Thank you for the like, but much appreciated. Can take low range off for a bit. We are going to need it, I think, inside. This flooded village is not easy to drive around. Right, it's this bit here. I think we're going up this hill, essentially. Yeah, that gets us inside. This might need low range, to be fair. Or low gear, as it's called in game. Trust me to get stuck on a bit of wood. There we go, it's broken. Come on. Up you go. Oh shit, there's no winch option, is there? I haven't got the beans. Maybe sideways. And then up. Come on. There we go. I think we're golden. Over this. Keep low range on for the minute. Well, that's a turn. And then over here. And then we're going across here, over that ramp there. I think we did well just to work this out from just what the map looked like, to be fair. Trying to get that turn though is not easy. Can't get that turn to go right. Obviously I don't want to fall down, that would mess everything up. There we go. Slowly, slowly. Catch your monkey. Don't do it. There we go. From an end over, we did it. And then down here, and the safe is just on the left hand side. I don't know how we're going to deal with this safe yet, other than just drag it and hope for the best. Bit of wood. Right, well, how big is this safe? Let's. Well, I definitely don't want it pulled on the front, so I think we need to get the back end. I'd love it to just scour the vehicle, pick it up and chuck it in the back of the vehicle, but that isn't going to happen. So we're going to have to drag it via the rear and hope we don't get it stuck on anything. Because I haven't got a crane nearby to lift it inside, which would be the better option. I don't think I want it too far away either, to be fair. Right. I don't think it's going to be too heavy. The issue is it getting stuck? Yeah, it's already stuck. Turn off low range, get a bit more beans. There we go, a bit more beans. I'll do it. It's going to get stuck on every little bit of stuff around the place, isn't it? Come on. Do I need low range there? I'm not going all the way back in again to retrieve it, surely. I can pull myself back up this way. Trying to aim the winch at a different part of it, maybe. One man. No, I've detached winch. There you go, okay. I thought I'd lost it then for a minute. Can't pull and reverse at the same time. That's something I've noticed. There we go. It's coming. Yeah, normally on snow, I'd keep comparing the two. I know I should stop. We can winch and reverse at the same time. You can't on this because of the controls. Come on. Turn off low range. I'm not getting back up there, so it is a case of we need to just keep dragging this till it comes out. Nearly there. Come on. So one bit of debris. Come on. if I change the winch angle, yeah, to the top, that'll do it. There we go, we've got it. We're still now in the woods, we need to drag it to the workshop. So, workshop is there. Our best bet is to take the main road route. So we need to get out of here somehow without... where are we getting out of here safely and easily without getting that stuck everywhere? I can get to here, that's going to be too deep. We can't get through there. To drag it all the way around here is going to be a pain. But that might be our only option, you know, to get back over there. I think we've got to go that way. It's going to be a pain, but I don't see another option really, to be fair, to get out of here easily. That's going to be annoying, isn't it? We'll take low gear off. So yeah, we're thinking we're going to go that way. Might not be too bad. Now I've got it on a different point. Maybe it won't be too bad. Keeps rolling. Once we go onto a road, I think it'll be fine. It's just getting out of here, really. As I say, I could just get out and just pick it up and put it in the back, but I don't know how to do that. There's a bit of debris that I was trying to avoid. Yeah, that's the one thing with the winch. You can't drive and winch at the same time as you can in SnowRunner. I've got to stop comparing the two. You can only do one or the other in this because of the way the controls are. Which makes it a little bit trickier. Right. We go over this little bit bump over here, and then we just keep heading straight, and then we're on a road. Once on the road, this should be plain sailing. This is the hard bit. I suppose if you wanted to change scout vehicle and try the other one, we could buy the other scout vehicle, actually. I was saying about not changing vehicles very often. But actually, we could buy the other scout vehicle. Give it a go. There is DLC vehicles, but I'm not going to use those until the DLC comes out. I don't think there is any DLC at the minute. When the DLC comes out, we'll use them then. Other than that, I don't want to use them until that point. Come on. Try full beans. Full beans! There's a safe stuck. Yeah, the safe's stuck on a little bit of debris. It's kind of like a little bit of a lip. It is the safe that's holding us back. It's a little bit of a lip there. Okay, so what we want to do is aim the winch and go for a top area like that, and it should flick it over. Come on. Why are you not flicking it over? I've got the top of it. So the bit I'm now doing is the bottom again. So it did flick, but not the way I wanted it to. It's that one bit of rock there that's causing me the issue. Let's go for that one. Can I flick it over? There we go. Come on. Now it's standing up. Just to be more annoying. You're not going to lay down again now, are you? There we go, we got it, I think. I knew dragging this out would be the problem. What are we stuck on now? Oh, no, okay. Into low gear to see if that would help. You can see the debris there it's now stuck on. Come on. I'm so looking forward to a normal road. Make this a lot easier. Come on. Come on. So close to go just on a normal road and this should fly. Okay, round the tree. What are you stuck on now? Oh, a little lip, I think. It could be a problem. It's only because I've got to get round the tree. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. There we go. We are laughing. Okay. Wood there. Let's break it up. Yeah, we're all good. We're all gravy. Okay, so from here, we follow this road round. The workshop is up there. So we follow this as if we're heading to a concrete slab factory. Through there. And then we're there. And it should all be normal roads near enough. So this should be a bit easier now. Just dragging a safe, you know, casually through the deserted area. As you do. If I had a crane nearby, I would lift it up. LVs, good morning, how are you? I don't think it's as hard as SnowRunner, no. It's different to SnowRunner in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of similarities as well. Would I say it's easier? In some ways, yes. But then because of what you've got to do, in some ways it's not. I don't probably doesn't make any sense. But it's a weird one. I keep comparing the two, which I think is wrong. Because although there are similarities, I think to compare them is a bit unfair. But there's a lot of elements to this we're only just really finding, to be fair. Oh, there's lots to do. Locations, there's quite a few maps at the start, plus DLC coming. I can't remember offhand how many maps there are, but there is quite a. This is the third map. So we've done the tutorial map. We've done map number 2, which was the flood. This is an earthquake. We're clearing up afterwards. Green head left here. So this is an earthquake. We've done a flood before the weather hit, and then a flood afterwards. We've done that. Yeah, this is an earthquake. And there's still vehicles we've not seen yet or used. So there's still, and this is the third map. There's lots to do on each map. Oh, absolutely, yeah. When you build a bridge, and have I gone the wrong way here? Hang on. No, this is the right way. It just doesn't look like a nice road. Yeah, when you build a bridge or you've finished putting electricity to an area, there is definitely a sense of accomplishment. Come on. I'm just casually dragging a safe from the administration building to the workshop so they can open it. There's definitely a sense of progression, yeah. Locations are all different and very varied. You have to think about the route you want to take. My one criticism at the minute, I'd say graphically it looks incredible. It's raining at the minute, so you're not going to get the sense of that. But when it's sunshine, it looks incredible. My biggest or only real gripe is the vehicles. It's like you use one vehicle all the time for each job. That's not good. We got ourselves stuck. I didn't see how muddy that bit was. Fine, can we get ourselves out? Okay, see when we get to it. This is, it doesn't look muddy, but then suddenly we just sank. Didn't look that bad. But yeah, the soil deformation, the way the ground changes around you is pretty cool. But yeah, my only criticism is lack of vehicle choice. So we've got one vehicle that we can haul stuff in, but also has a crane. There's no more than that one currently, which just means we're using it all the time. Whereas, like, you know, I'm like in SnowRunner, I like to change a vehicle all the time and just try different vehicles and use them, so we're not using the same thing all the time. Can't we do that on this? So that's my only real gripe, though, to be fair. With that, we can turn the winch off. Safe is there. That took a little while, but we got there.
Great work. And good
Yeah, you
news.
earn money and buy vehicles,
You're
but it's
already
not.
done. The mind map shows
It's
alternate
not buying
passages
vehicles
for under
as such.
at least before the
We'll just
roof
let us do its
collapsed.
thing, and then
I
I'll
wonder
explain.
if we could reinforce them to get you away inside. Maybe you can check it out. See if it can be done.
Find and explore potential entry points to the mine. That's the new main mission. We'll have a look at that in a second. Okay, that's right. So, LVs, I was just going to quickly show you what I mean by buying vehicles, because it's not what you expect. So if you go to a garage, the vehicles you start with are rusty, which means they're not as good as brand new ones as such. So this one here, the Baykal crane, is rusty. So you buy the better version that's no longer rusty, and the stats are better. So in the shop here, you can't get vehicles unless you've got the rusty version first. So the mule, we've had the rusty version, so now we've got the one with the crane. We can just have the cargo on its own. Dump truck, we've already upgraded from a rusty version to a better one. So you're not buying vehicles as such, you're buying an upgraded version of that vehicle, essentially. I do like the idea of the cargo truck with blade, though. Paver Scout. I can buy the other Scout as well. I keep thinking about it, so we can see the difference between the two. I might buy that Scout in a second, actually. Oh, there's another one. That's the one we're using already, isn't it? Is that an upgraded version of the one I'm using? Oh, it is, because my Minuteman doesn't have a top bit. I've just noticed something on that when you're buying vehicles. So, my Scout vehicle, the Minuteman, which is the one we're using now, this one, that's not the rusty version. I didn't think, but it might be, because in the shop there is a better version. That's the same one, K350. This is the Rescue. Let's buy that and have a look what the difference is. Same as doing it in different ways because it's different weather disasters. Yeah, there's less customization, I would say. Do we finish Shadows? We finished the main story. No, I get it. Absolutely, LVs. I completely understand that. If you don't want the story spoiled, you can't watch the streams. That's 100%. That's all good. We've finished the main story, done quite a lot of the side missions. The main objective board is done, bar each individual village still wanting things. Plus, there's little bits on the map we haven't done. We haven't cleared all the castles. The plan is to do both of these. We're going to be splitting our time between RoadCraft and Shadows until Death Stranding 2 releases next month. That's kind of the plan. Let's upgrade our Scout then and see what the difference is. We can sell it back if it's not very good. But that's the upgraded version of the vehicle we're using. Okay. Winch length. I wonder if the winch is better. Strength 5 ton. Terrain scan of 40 meters. I think that is a lot better. Can we see the winch on ours? Switch to vehicle. Details. 20 meters, 4 tons. Yeah. So everything gets upgraded. Let's do that. It's only 11,300 as well. I didn't realise there was an upgraded version of our vehicle. There we go. So we've upgraded our Scout vehicle now as well. We have got the other Scout we can buy. We haven't used it. That was because at the start you get a choice of 2 scouts. Has it put it somewhere else? There we go. That's our vehicle. Let's deploy that. Look at that. I like the bull bars on the front one, to be fair. I'll upgrade your scout vehicle. Right, let's have a look at missions. Getting us carried away. No, there's no fuel or damage. That's the other thing. Right, main missions. Check out the power substation in the railway station. Where's that? Oh, that's over there. Find explore potential entry points to the mine. That's now there. Plus side missions. Okay, we're going to need to use the scout vehicle for the majority of these, I think. So we're going to need to cross the bridge and go over, because everything else is over here. Yeah, everything currently is over this way. Potential openings to the mine. I don't know where the best place to go first is, to be fair. Retrieve the Monterville archive, explore the castle, look for damaged trolleys. Where's that one? That one's there. That's... Okay, let's do that first. So this is, we've got to find another object inside the Monterville building, it seems. Got some bad news, pal. All the local construction blueprints are still in paper form, housed in the archive. This collection is vital for our rebuilding work. Your objective is clear. Find the archive, save what you can, deliver it to the Monterville administration. The success of our local reconstruction efforts hinges on this. So that's where we'll head. There's also a mountain base there that we need to get up and running. I think we need to send a vehicle there to do so, though. Which actually would be the better option, wouldn't it? What vehicle do we need to get this up and running? Let's go to vehicles. There is something we need to send there, and that will get up and running again, won't it? It's not there. We haven't got one deployed. Which is it? That details. So recovery target. I'm pretty sure that's the one we need to send to unlock a garage. I think. Obviously, we've unlocked garages in the past. And I think that's the one we send. Hang on a second. If we go to Codex. Scouting bases. Doesn't tell me what we can send, does it? No, it doesn't say what we send there to unlock lock it. Field server, there we go, hang on. Max service your fleet's mothership. Access to your resource, late game version, access there. Okay, that doesn't tell me what I need to know. Normally you send a vehicle to them bases to unlock them, but I don't know what vehicle you send. It could just be a scout vehicle, because if we unlock that base there, that makes our life a lot easier, because then all our missions are now over here. Is what I'm thinking. But I don't know how we unlock it. Do you know what? We've already got a vehicle there, haven't we? Let's send this truck over there and see if we can unlock it this way, because that will make our life so much easier. So this needs to get through here and then head up there. I know it's not a scout vehicle, but hopefully this isn't too deep. If this isn't too deep, we're okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Come on. Get out of the water before it's too late. Okay, that suddenly got deep very quickly. I thought that was part of the road, but obviously not. They got deep very quickly. Let's try. Round this way. thought we'd lost this for a minute there. Just staying. Obviously, if we had the scout vehicle, we could scan the ground to see how deep it is, but we don't have it at the minute. It's not here. Can we see the ground? If you can see the ground, we're okay. Still see the rocks underneath there. Can you see the rocks underneath there? There we go. I think we got across. Right, will this unlock that base? If so, life gets a bit easier. Started using different vehicles as scout vehicles now. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way. That's not good. For this, we've got to go. It's got up. It's up there. Complete wrong way. That's the thing with not being able to plot a route. It gets a bit tricky trying to remember which way you've got to go sometimes. Right, please unlock this base. The base operations over here will make life so much easier. See if it's showing up. Open garage. Okay, we've unlocked a new base. Perfect. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, now we have a new base. That is perfect because now we can send vehicles here. So if we go to garage and we go to our new rescue vehicle, we can retain it, brings it over across, and then we can deploy. I'm already now over the other side of the bridge. So any vehicle we now need is over here. Okay. Where am I put that's what am I doing first? Obviously there's a road this way. I suppose the nearest thing is that, which is find explore entry points to the mine. Okay, we've got two different locations to try and find there, just because it was the closest one to where we are. And then we've got these here, which is damaged trolleys. Okay, let's do that's the nearest thing to us, and then we'll try and work our way kind of this way. I think. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Find small potential entry points to the mine. Looks like the salt mine entrance is not the only spot that hides valuable drilling machines. But hey, every cloud has a silver lining. The data from the safe mentions several alternative passages under construction just before the roof collapsed. Slim chance we could reinforce them enough to get inside. We have to explore them before making a decision. So we just need to go and explore these mine entrances and see if they can be reinforced enough for us to get inside. Let's have a look. See if we can find the mine entrance. But yeah, so many missions now has only appeared all the way over here. Having that base of operations there will make life so much easier. And the upgraded scout vehicle, hopefully, will notice a difference. With the extended winch, hopefully that will make a difference as well. We'll no longer carry things on the back. Not that we could really use that anyway, because we couldn't get anything. There's no crane to use to get things on the back. So we didn't really use that feature, to be fair. Deep mud here though, isn't it? Come on. Okay, I don't know if we want to follow the road maybe. The road kind of leads to the left here. I was thinking of skipping through, but actually probably should follow the roads. Bit easier on low range, maybe. Yeah, a little bit easier with the mud. We still haven't got the ability to chop down trees yet. We need a rusty vehicle to start with, and then we can get the upgraded version. So we've got to wait until we get one of those, really. I'm assuming at some point there'll be a mission, and we'll gain one that way. Okay. Mine entrance we've got to explore is here, by the looks of things. Okay, I think we've got to go up over here, and then down there, I would say, looking at that. I don't think... Well, no, there's a roadway up there, actually. If we go straight here, there is a way up. I don't know how far in the mine we have to go, to be fair. I thought there was a way up. Hang on. Yeah, it's there, right in front of us. I will say this thing I think is a lot better than the original one we had in terms of how it drives. Right, where's the marker for this? To the left. Don't forget what happened when I took a shortcut, that's a good point. Right, mine entrance is down, hang on. The way down is over there. Okay. Okay, we're here. Potential mine entrance once more onto the breach. Is it good enough for us to use or not is the question. So that's one part of the mission done. The next part of the mission requires us to head to this location here. So we'll leave that for the minute. And we've got another mission here. This is to look for damaged trolleys in abandoned mines. So we'll do this one as it's nearby and work our way around, if that makes sense. We've all got a little magpie in us, don't we? The thrill of finding treasures, of hoarding shiny baubles. We've got just a spot to satisfy the itch. There are old mines in the mountain range near the railway. A veritable playground for scrap metal enthusiasts. If you need more recycling resources, it's time for a field trip, driver. Don't forget your miner's helmet. So we just need to reach the different locations. I don't know if we have to do anything once we're there. You'd think we'd have to take the trolleys themselves, but I'm not sure. But that's the location just there, which is right next to us. So if we then quickly skip round this right hand side, I think we can get up this way. On the map it looked like we could, but actually I don't know if we can. Why did that look doable on the map? We're not getting up there, are we? There's nothing to winch to either. On the map that looked doable. But actually in real life, oh maybe. No range. Come on, up you go. Yeah, we did it. There we go. Up and over. Okay. It is, yeah, round this corner, right hand side. Yep, no worries, Anthony. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated. Have a good sleep, and I'm sure we'll speak to you soon. Thank you, Anthony. Just should be up here. There we go. So so that's the first location reached. We don't have to do anything. We just got to get to that location, it seems. So that is one done. Next is another one over here. Is that the same thing? Yeah. So we've got to reach that location next. And if we look around, it is just metal bits of metal that we can recycle if you want to. That's all it is. I know it seems like a bit of a waste coming all that way just for that, but that's a mission at the end of the day. Right, where's the best route to head out of here then? Because we're heading up. There's a salt quarry lava, nicknamed lava. I think we follow the road round and just see if that's doable that way for the minute. Because it does say there's a road here. Kind of a road. It's not up that hill, is it? No, there is something that way though if we want to skip through. We'll try and follow the road and just see where that takes us. I don't know how usable the quarry is. Lots of metal we can probably take if we needed it. As I said yesterday, recycling hasn't really been a big thing for us yet. We've always had what we needed in storage by completing other missions. I would assume though, long term, we will need to do more recycling. It would make sense. Currently, we just don't need to very often. I don't know. While we're here, we might as well open all of this up. Give the map so we can see it all properly. I would assume we'll be coming here for something in due course anyway. So we can go out to where the water is. Although there's no real need to. So that takes us back that way. There is a bit of a road here. I would guess we'll have something to do with that quarry shortly. That would be my estimation. That road goes up there, doesn't it? Okay, that's the tunnel there. So I'm just trying to work out the best route out of here now. If we go straight and then round that way, there's a tunnel essentially to go through. I would say it's quite nice not having to worry about fuel. You can just go out and do what you need to do and not worry about it. Imagine having to worry about fuel at the same time. This would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Okay, we want to take a left here. I say tunnel. It's not really a tunnel, it's more of an arch. Okay. And then we want to go left. If I could plot a route, I would. It'd make life a lot easier, to be fair. But then, is that taking some of the exploration out, maybe, by being able to plot a route? I don't know. Okay, let's have a look. We want to go. The next one's there. I don't think there's a way round that mountain range, is there really? I don't think there's a reason to go that way. I know there's a bit of a road there. Does that road lead anywhere? Up there, and then across the top there. We don't really know where that goes. And we're trying to get to there. We'll try straight, I think, for the minute. And just see if there's something this way. We may have to come back and head round, I'm not sure. There might even be more than one entrance to get there, but I don't really know. Okay, let's have another look. So again, there's a bit of a roadway here to go up here. I think we have to go up here to get to there. That makes the most sense, doesn't it, there? We want to get to that. Yeah, I think this is the way we're going to go to get there. It's not going to be the best route, but it is on the map as a route. The annoying thing is, this is just one of these ones where we're just going to look at some trolleys on the floor. That's all we need to do. I'm trying to see on the map where this wants us to go next. Don't think we can get through there. Is that a solid ball? Yeah, I think we're going to the right. There we go. All the roads there. Need the rain to stop. Sunshine out again would be nice. Whoa, okay. Definitely don't want to mess up here. It's up there, isn't it? Yeah, we got to head up here. Akash, good morning, how are you? Okay. Might need low range, we'll see in a second. Wasn't as bad a turn that I thought, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than what it was. All we've got to do is get to that circle. There we go, low range going on just to help get over the little bit at the top. Shouldn't need it now. Just got to get to that circle and then that's it. That bit's done. The thing is, we don't need the metal, but because it's a mission, we've got to do it. We're here. There we go, that's the second part of that mission complete then. Annoyingly, we don't... to come all this way just for that would be a nightmare, to be fair. Maybe a quicker way off, though, down here. That's the main power substation they found. That's important, because we do need, at some point, we'll get a mission to get power to the salt mine. And it's going to have to come from the substation, isn't it, I would assume. But that also needs power as well, so there's something missing there that we need to do. There's one more trolley to find, a trolley area, if we do need more metal. And then we head north for the castle, is the plan. Now, is there an easy way out of here? Hoping this is a down route. I think it is. Let's double check. Yeah, that is going down. It's going down and left. I think that'd be okay. There's a mine shaft to the right there. I don't think we can go into it though. Where does this go now? If that hooks down around to the right, perfect, but I've got a feeling it doesn't. We might be better off going back up here and down here maybe into the substation itself. I think that might be the better option really, because that is going to end up getting us stuck, I think. Some of these areas aren't simple to navigate. Okay, around this way. This way. Oh no, we actually need to go. We don't need to go that way. We need to turn around. We need to go that way. Because there's a substation there. There we go. Substation fully found. There's a roadway to our left here. Remember, we're trying to get to there for the last abandoned mine. It could be the left-hand track there. I think it's here. That seems to be more likely, doesn't it? I think the castle might be to our left. So we'll go to the right first. See if we can find a way there. It's the last one we need to do for that mission, and that mission's complete. One more load of abandoned trolleys. I'd say they're more minecarts than trolleys, to be fair. Okay, this road is not going to be fun. Low range on already. I don't know if low range is essential for getting up here, but it does make life a little bit easier, albeit it's a bit slower. We have found it does help massively on hills. Just turn it off, give it a speed. Oh, rock forces us back, doesn't it? There we go, back on the hilly section. We're stuck on a rock, maybe. Yeah, we are. That rock right underneath us there. Haven't got quite enough beans to get over there, it seems. Let's try about low range. There we go. So actually, low range was making it worse there, to be fair. Right, this should be the next one. Well, the final one done. Yeah. So if we need metal, we know where to come and get it. Not that we'll use it, to be fair. There we go. That is done. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a fourth location. Okay. Didn't realise there's a fourth location. It's north of the castle, essentially. So we're going to go and do the castle next, as it's the nearest thing to us. We'll track that, and then we'll do the last. I thought the one we'd do was last minecarts, but it's not. So this is the Explore Landsviken Castle. It's hard to imagine being stranded on a mountain with no lifeline. That's why the government is prioritising highland rescue operations. We've been called in to help find the ideal location for a field base. And we have a promising candidate, that castle in the distance. It might just give the rescue teams a solid foundation they need to save some lives. Let's scope it out. Okay. Castle it is. Now, is there a way down? There is a way down here. I thought this road here would probably lead us straight to the castle. This is the main road. It means turning round though. Unless we think we can go atop here. There is a route there. Maybe the better option, to be fair, is take a left and see if we can get down another way. Let's try that. Does seem doable according to the map. Thing is, it looks doable on the map until you get there, and then you find actually the map lied. Straight here. Whoa, okay. What's that pole? That's kind of something there, isn't there? Trying to see the way. There is a way down here to the main road. Yeah, I think that's the way we've got to go to the main road. There is another route that way. There's a castle in the distance, but there is a main road to get there. So if we... One thing I don't want to do is tip over. If we tip over, we're in trouble.
I have word that the government is prioritizing Highland rescue operations, but they need a relief camp. And that means finding a good location for it. Looking at the map, I see one promising spot. The charming Lontefkin Castle, built as a tourist trap in the 60s. Feel free to check it out.
That's where we're going.
Here, it's a sight to behold. At least on par with the world's biggest ball of twine. Wish I could be there with you to see it. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Right. We're heading to the castle. I think this road takes us straight there, to be fair. Oh, that's mud. Wasn't expecting that to be muddy there. Didn't really see it in the distance, really, but there it is. How far in do we need to go? Quite a way. Just through the entrance by the looks of it. That'll be that mission complete at least. There we go. Objective complete. 1000 XP, 6 fuel for when we want to recover vehicles. And that is job done. That is an objective complete at least. Right, we've got one more place up north to do. That is the trolleys. The ones we're not going to need, but we need to scope them out according to what we're told. Best way there is the question. Are we going to have to go all the way back on ourselves? Potentially. There is a route out to the back here. I think we can go out there. There seems to be some sort of route. So we'll try that rather than all the way back on ourselves. Can we get over? Can indeed. As I say, the map makes routes look doable, and then you get there and go, actually, that's a bad idea. This might be one of those. Saying that, where's that route up there take us? I think we need to head left here. So, tipping over is our worst fear. If that happens, we're not rescuing ourselves, there's no way around that. Okay, was this the right way? Yeah. Follow this, I think that will take us to that final mine. And then we've got the other missions to do, which will take us to the other side. Up we go. Okay, took that a little bit too sharp and ended up in a little bit of a hole. Okay, where's the mine? Down there. I think we're there though. That will be a mission complete this time. Well, that metal that we don't need. We may need it in the future. We may have to come here and grab all the scrap metal. Currently, we don't actually need it. But it's telling us, so we've got to go and explore. That's what we do. Why were you not clear? I'm probably not far enough inside, it would seem. There's so much metal in the way, I can't really get inside. Circle. There we go. Got in the circle, now beats myself in the process.
No one's going to miss that scrap metal. I'm sure you can use it for something important.
There you go, job done. So, there's actually something there, some sort of building there. We're now heading to 2 locations over this way, and then one over there. So this one is check out the power substation and the railway station. Bit of an energy issue on their hands. Both the railway station and nearest town are hungry for power. So your mission is to figure out what's up with the power grid on the north side of the region. Head out and search for the power substation. We're going to need to get those power lines back up and running. So that's our next port of call. That one there. I do think there's a building over here we need to have a look at. There did seem to be something there, didn't there? On the map. We could fast travel back to our base of operations down here. The salt mine and then go across to this. But we might as well drive back just because we never know what else we're going to find if we do drive back. If I can get myself unbeached. I can't get myself on beach, we've got to rescue ourselves anyway. Any winch points? There is plenty of winch points. Apart from that, that's not held down, is it? Why is that still winching it? I want something that's actually firmly held down if possible. None of it's really helpful, to be fair. I think we may have to. I don't really want to do it, but I think we may have to. To get this mission complete, I needed to be further in the circle, and the only way to do that was to go on top of these things. Putting more towards me probably doesn't. Mate, actually, to be fair, there's more towards me. It's under the tyres, maybe. Yeah, I can't seem to. Although, it depends if we can winch to something that's solid. Everything you winch to, none of it's solid, that's the problem. It moves. Come on, there must be something we can do here. Oh, you can winch and drive at the same time. I didn't think you could. Oh, hang on. That's some movement. Okay, we've got some movement there. Come on. Okay. I actually managed to aim the winch at the same time. Just trying to pull the back end round if we can. There we go. We're not out of the woods yet, but that's definitely made a difference. That's the winch. Come on. Beach myself on the rocks now. I'm sure I don't have to stick with stone, I'll just buy this one. You don't have enough game time for both. I'd say, to be fair, the amount of depth this seems to have. Can't quite get what I need. Come on. We're nearly there. We're nearly out. That's winch. I think we're out. I think we've done it. Perseverance, I think, has just paid off. Don't tip. Yeah, there we go. Perseverance got us out of the sticky situation in the end. Snowrunner, I would say, yeah, we haven't really got. We're only on the third map, so can't really say how stressful this will be in time. We don't know if the maps are going to just get harder and harder. I would say SnowRunner is a big times thing, but so could this be. That's the thing. It depends what you want to do. If you want to haul stuff to and fro different places with the complication of the ground and stuff causing you issues, then stick to SnowRunner. If you want something where you're building a bit more, then maybe this is more for you. It's a tricky one though, to be fair. Oh, what have we found here? This is... I don't know, there's pipe work here. I know we're meant to be down there, but I'm not too sure what this is. Probably a power plant of some sort, isn't it? It's not showing up on the map as anything just yet. It could be a building of no importance, to be fair, if it's not showing up on the map. But it looks big enough to be important, doesn't it? Oh, it's the oil station. There we go. We've discovered the oil station. We don't know what we need to do with that yet, but oil station is there. I was going to say, it wasn't showing up on the map, but it is now. Hopefully, the road will take us to the substation we're going to near the railway station. We haven't found the railway station yet either, to be fair. Okay, lots of metal there. And lots of metal there. Kind of blocked in by metal by looks of things here. We'll have to try and push our way through. There's less metal there. So that might be a bit of an easier route, maybe. That hauling truck with a front end on it would be quite handy for something like this. Bashing these out of the way. I didn't mean to climb them, to be fair. I was hoping we'd push them so we can get round. It's not going to work, is it? Hang on. It's a sneaky way. That's a big bit of metal there, isn't it? Can I sneak through though? Just about. Oh, look at that. Sneaky way through. Thank you for the like, that wasn't much appreciated. Okay, we're still heading south, but while we're there, we're just finding more things on the map. Sand quarry's there. There is a road. I'm trying to see. Yeah, road this way, it would seem. Lots of scrap metal here for when we need it. I would say we're fixing pipe here, would be my guess. Okay, that's a dead end. I thought that was a route. Maybe we can get through that way, save trying to get through. Well, no, actually we can squeeze through there. Yeah, although there's pipe everywhere, we can still get through there. Yeah, lots of scrap metal here. I'm guessing with the exposed pipe work. Oh, that nearly ended badly. We're probably fixing some pipes around here sometime, somewhere. We're not going that way. There's a road missing there. I think we are squeezing through this way then. Yeah, I think if you've got to be really organised in snow. If you're organised, it makes it a lot easier. Okay, I think we can get around the edge over here to make up for lack of a road. Oh wow, perfection, we found a way. We always find a way. Okay, We know the quarry's nearby as well. This upgraded version of our Scout is really good. You can definitely feel the difference of it, but it is so much better. I say that as I crash it. No. Engine stalled. No! I can't do the winch or anything because the engine's stalled. I don't think I can do the winch anyway. Hang on. Is the winch now autonomous? Now I've upgraded. Because the winch, I can still pick winch points. No, it won't connect. I can still scan. I can still winch. I can still winch. We've now got, this has now got an autonomous winch. Oh, that changes the game completely when it comes to scouting. I just need another, I can put it down on its back end there. I don't really want to go down there, but if that gets the engine unstalled because we're back on wheels. Just need it to turn a little bit. So another winch point. Is there any winch points on the front now? Yes, there was one there. There we go. I have a habit of turning vehicles over in SnowRunner quite a bit, to be fair. Annoyingly, it's not enough to flick us over. I need another winch point that can turn us over. That will get us up. If that keeps pulling though, that might actually do it when we hit the bank there. We just need it so we're not quite on our side as much as we are. Okay, there we go. We're back in action. Back in action. Why is that still winching? I was going to say that was still winching then. We are back up and running again. That autonomous winch, we didn't have that in the previous Scout. Now we have an autonomous winch. We can rescue ourselves sometimes. It's not going to be every time. Size of these trees. We still can't do anything with wood yet either. We haven't unlocked a vehicle to be able to do anything with wood. I'm assuming in due course he will do. No, there's no side winch, it's just on the front and back. On this. Yeah, I think it's just front and back. Yeah, front and back only. On this one. Maybe the last Scout vehicle may have had sides, whereas this doesn't. So then it wasn't autonomous. This is awkward. Slowly, slowly. Come on. Oh, what a vehicle. What a vehicle. I'm loving this Scout compared to our first version. Right, found the train line by the looks of things as well. There is the train station. There's a crane there as well, by the looks of things. If I enter it, it means we just power failure. So once the power's up and running, I think we'll be doing the same with that crane. Oh yeah, if we enter it, it actually opens up the map, was why we did that. Okay, so we still need to head south. Obviously, we've got this to do and that to do here. And there is something else further south. So let's head through here and see where that takes us. We've managed to find out quite a lot of the map by heading this way, so I think it was a good idea rather than just fast travelling and getting it done that way. Can I get through here? I think I can. That's one of the reasons I don't fast travel very much, is because I find you miss things if you end up fast travelling. I try not to do it where possible. There is a cup floor now, and I wonder if we can do something with that. Try to make the bend. There we go. There we go. Monteville. I'm not sure what Monteville is, but that's Monteville there. Just gonna head down there just in case there's a new base of operations to open up. Not by the looks of it, it's just a place. Because that's the thing, we don't know if there are another base to open up that's further north. It'd be handy if there was. Chances are small, probably, though, to be fair. Lots of materials for recycling if we need to do some. We haven't got many resources left in storage. So if we need parts, we are going to need to recycle, I think. There's a big crane there. Okay, so I think this is the building, the archive that we need to go and find. Find the Monteville archive and return to administration. That's there. That's the substation. I think we'll do this first as we're this side of it. So we'll track that. We've got to find this item and return it. Bad news, all the local construction blueprints are still on paper. Oh, you have read this before. We need to go and find this item in there. Left-hand side of the road, something near the train station. Do you mean Monteville? There's no building as such. Not. That's why I drove into there to see if that was a garage, but I don't think it is. Okay. Let's go and find this item. I'm hoping we don't have to drag it anywhere. It says return to administration, so I'm not too sure what that entails, to be fair. Right, we're in the search area. Let's object scan, just in case anything shows up. Oh, the crane have already opened. Well, there's something to the left of it. There is a big building there, to be fair. That's a train building, though, isn't it? I would have said. Yeah, it's a train building. Where are we? We're there. It was never going to show up on our first scan, to be fair. Oh, okay, routes. I don't know which route is best here. On the map doesn't really show you the damage as much as I thought it should. Do we head through the middle there, maybe? I think we do. Okay, we need to scan again. No object as it stands. I don't know what this object is going to be and how we're going to manoeuvre with it. I really don't want to drag it. Nothing as of yet. Yeah, brave. To be fair, there's a bit of bravery to it, but also what I've noticed with this scout compared to the first one is this one is a lot more stable. So I can be braver with it. I can push it a bit more because it seems to handle it better. If that makes sense. I think if we compared them, there would be a difference in stability. I think we need to head north. But it does seem to handle these areas. And now there's an autonomous winch. Then if we crash, we crash. If we kind of get in trouble, the autonomous winch will help massively. What is that? Oh, it's a bench, I think. It's stopping us there. But yeah, that will help get us out of most situations, I would say. I've got a feeling it's up there. There we go. I told you it's up there. It was always going to be a pain to get to. Right, okay. We've got to head into there and get to that building. I don't think that's the best way in, I think. Yeah, look, there's a little ramp there as well. Although, if there's a ramp there, does that actually lead to anything? It's right at the top of the building, which means we've got to make our way up and push things around, unless we can use the crane. No, we can't use the crane, can we? We've got to, whatever we retrieve, we've got to take it to there as well. We might be able to use the crane if we activate it. It may not be close enough to get it to activate. We'll all add a bit of speed to it. But yeah, I think that's where the bravery comes from with this scout, is the fact it does allow you to do these things because it's more stable. Right, it's in that top end of the building over there. Where's the best entrance here? I think that might be the best entrance, to be fair. That crane isn't able to be used, annoyingly. It'd be handy if it could. We've got to find a way up. Ah, I think we may be going up here, actually. But yeah, it's the vehicle that's made it so much easier. I didn't even think yesterday about upgrading the Scout, to be fair. Because I just thought it looked brand new, so I didn't think it was a rusty version. But just because it's not rusty doesn't mean it can't be upgraded. Come on. Come on. The only thing about getting up to some of these places, it's so awkward to get through the debris. Our tyres would be shot by the end of this, wouldn't they? Don't turn. Come on. There we go. Over we go. This wasn't the easy way in I thought it was. No! It looked like this was the way in, but it's definitely not. There's a massive hole there. You need to get across to this left-hand side, because that avoids the hole. Nothing to winch to on that side, is there? What we need to do is get on top of this debris on our left, and then we can probably do it. But this wasn't the right way in. It looked like it was safe. On the map you can't see that hole. That's the thing. Come on. Well, that tree over there, not a winch point. Sounds like it is an occasion. Can't get an angle. You need to be able to view it at a certain angle to get the winch. No, I think we're getting unstuck. He's moving. Can I winch over there now? No. Okay. Back a little bit to the right, and then to the left. And then we need to be to the right again. Come on. Nearly where we need to be. Yeah, we're over. That worked a treat at the end. We did it. Right. So there's stairs there. And then we can get across to there. And then it's up there. Wow, okay. So we need to get up here. And there's loads of debris there again. I don't know if I can use a crane if I get closer to it, maybe? I don't... We could send a... How far away are we sending a digger up here? Quite a way, aren't we, really? I'd rather not have to send a digger or a dozer all the way up here to help us, that's the thing. It would be too easy with the crane, to be fair. Unless there's another way over. Because there is... Over here. Thing is, the map shows you one thing, and once you get there, you see it for yourself and go, actually, the map lied. We've got to look out for things we can push over as well, because you can push things over to make things easier. There's a ramp going in there. Why would that be going in there? Yeah, crane isn't usable, I don't think. It would have come up by now that we can enter it. So there's a doorway to knock down over here that gets you out. Would that be what we need to get round, maybe? I can't see another entrance or set of stairs or anything. But yeah, it's either we try and clamber over the debris and get in that way, or we try and go around the building looking for something, another way in. I don't know if the debris is going to be easy to get over. It might actually be fine to get over, but it might not be. Let's see. Okay, maybe not fine to get over. I could winch probably most of it and get most of it out of the way, to be fair. Or some of the big bits, maybe. I don't know. No, we're not getting that way, are we? I thought there was a chance of just going straight over the top, but I don't think it's going to happen. No. We're not going straight up then. That seems to be the most logical way in though. Yeah, we could winch them, that's very true. I was just thinking that about winching them. Right, let's get ourselves back a bit. If we winch that, I'm just seeing what else we can move with it. Okay, we want to be more to the side, don't we, really, here? Detach winch, handbrake off. See, we want to be more over this way. And then we can pull some of it this way, really. The only downside is being able to see what you need to have an angle on things to actually get it to a hook. Right, let's pull that winch. To be fair, I don't know why I'm doing that. I can actually drive, can't I? Might take a while though to winch stuff and move it and bring it over a different way. Well, I was hoping to grab a big bit and just pull a load of stuff in one go, really, to be fair. But getting the angle to actually get what you want is tricky. It's not like everything shows up at once when you press the button. You've actually got to have a visible angle on it. No, I don't think that's the right thing. What's that? No. Yeah, and the only thing you've got is your camera to move around to get what you want on it. Right, I think that's the big barrel. It is. I was saying earlier you can't winch at the same time, but you can. And not a Hall effect. What do you mean by Hall effect? You think there's a cut through on the other side of the ramp, do you? You mean this could be for nothing? Even though I'm winching that, I can't move it anywhere. That is well and truly wedged in. That was fine. Oh, okay. I've not really looked. I've got a Switch 2 on the way, but I've not looked at anything about it yet. I want to know if the original Joy-Cons, the controllers that you can buy, are compatible or not with the new Switch 2. So I know whether I need new controllers or not. That's what I need to know. That's what I need to find out. You think there's another route in on the other side then, Crazy Irishman? I think we're doing alright with the winching. That will be sorted in a minute. Come on. Well, I think we can get in there now. I think we can get in there. Come on. It's only a bit of metal. Yeah, I think we can get in. Now the pipes are out of the way. Up the stairs. Low range help. Come on. Or maybe I can't get in. I thought we would be able to. I thought we'd done enough to get in, to be fair. I don't want that. Yeah, I thought we'd done enough to actually get in, to be honest. What are we getting stuck on? Try a bit more over this way. Some small barrels that are the issue, aren't they? Come on. We are so close to being able to get up there. I didn't have all-wheel drive on them. Come on. Can't quite go over there. Yeah, we're in. We are in. It took us a little bit of time, but we've done it. Okay. There are anchor points on the posts here. But what we need is all the way up there. I'm just gonna... It's too far away to pull from here. I don't know. Okay, this is not going to be easy. I think we need to knock that down first. Can we pull that down? Because that will make it a lot easier for us if we can. We need a high point, really. Or do we need to go up there? I don't think I can get up there from here, can I? Come on, give me a... I want the one of the big, the higher up points, really. Well, okay. It kind of worked. Ish. There we go. I think that'll help us a little bit. Let's detach. I might be able to move it further that way, actually. There we go. My main issue is we don't want to fall off. Come on. Ah, can't quite get up there. No! Okay, we might be in a bit of trouble here. I need a winch point badly. Can I get one over there? No, I can get one here though. That was neat. There's still us in a bit of trouble here. Can you put us onto there? Maybe. Okay, handbrake's on. So close to going badly wrong that was. Ah, okay. I just can't quite get my back wheels on, but if that's the case then. I don't want the barrels there. Can I not aim anything else but the barrels? When barrels aren't helpful. I was hoping just to get that to go flat. If that goes flat, we are moving it ever so slightly. Just need that. We didn't put it off enough to make it flat, annoyingly. Oh, hang on. That drum is helping. I thought the drum was going to be rubbish, but actually that drum made a big difference. It won't now. Come on. We're on, we're on, we're on. Right. Do I really need to go all the way up to get this? I think I do, don't I? Annoyingly. Yeah, we need to go up there. I may even push it off and then go and collect it after that, maybe. No. Oh. Got off centre. No. Ah. Okay, we need to use the winch to try and see if we can right ourselves here. Got nothing. Come on, there must be something I can winch to. Kind of got a bit off centre trying to go up. That's not going to help us. Can't get an angle on anything to winch. Although saying that, I can move a little bit. I'm still winched, that's why. I wonder why I couldn't connect to anything. I'm still winched. That's not going to help us at this point. I wonder why I couldn't connect. Why can't I connect to anything else now? Ah, don't tell me I've got to recover. I think I might have to recover the vehicle. I don't think I can do anything here to get us out of this situation, which is really frustrating since we're basically there. I'm going to pull them closer to us. Oh, hang on. Can I? Oh, ha. Ha ha. That's the object we need. Don't know I'm going to be able to right myself. But I can winch it. Yeah, I did look at the oil drum, to be fair. The one that's stuck. Well, hang on. Let's try that. Doesn't move me, does it? That's the problem. I can move that, but I can't move ourselves. Can I connect to a further back bit? Can't seem to connect to the one that's over there that you were saying about. Yeah, that's not going to make us move, is it? The annoying thing is I can get the actual item up there. We can... Oh, hang on, I can connect to the thing behind the item. Can I not? There's a little jacking point there, but I can't seem to get an angle on it. That's the thing. Winching in this is completely different to what we've done previously. You've got to have an angle to be able to make things connect. I don't know if we're better off just recovering ourselves, to be fair. We put the board correctly where it should be. How far back do we go if we recover? Our garage is over there. Quite a way, isn't it? To recover ourselves. I'm just thinking because we just need to get back here, don't we? I don't think I can make this any easier. I need a jacking point that's going to move us enough, which I can't see us getting onto. You know, I can move the object, but we're kind of stuck where we are at the minute. But I don't think that's going to make any difference. We need something behind us, ideally. I don't want it to. I don't want the platform because that just moves. But I've got nothing. Obviously, the oil drums there don't do anything. Yeah, the back wheel stuck. I know. That's half the issue, I think. There's nothing to connect to from the front side other than the. I can't even get to the object anymore. I don't think I'm too far forward now. I think our best bet is recovery. because I'm not getting anywhere, am I, trying to do this? Yeah, I don't think there's anything that's going to help us now. So even winching to that isn't helping. Yeah, no, we're stuck. We're well and truly stuck. I think our best bet is recovery. I don't think there's... Well, they're saying that. I've actually got ourselves a little bit... It's the fact that we need something further back to... Hang on. I won't do any more. I was going to say, we made to get onto the back of that, which I hadn't made to get to before. Need to get ourselves just back enough. Yeah, can't winch that any more than it is. It's annoying because we're here. Oh, hang on. It's not enough to get the engine started. Just while we're in the air there, maybe that would help us. Yeah, that won't move any further that way. Can't winch anymore there. So it had us in the air there. Yeah, I don't think we're for bad. I think we're just wasting time, aren't we, really? The annoying thing is it's not far off, though. Yeah. Okay, so let's recover. We tried to make it right, but we just couldn't do so. Our nearest point of call is the mountain base over here. We'll head back over. We know where the object is. We know what we've got to do. It's just a bit frustrating. Right, so from here, we need to... we may end up going there first, to be fair. Roadway. What is our best route here? We're better off going up this route, I think. Yeah, I think that's the best way. Trying to get low range off instead of going in the garage, there you go. But yeah, climbing the buildings is tricky. I think we got a bit unlucky there with how it kind of all went. This was deep in places, wasn't it? Okay, it's shallow round this way. What's that there? That's not shallow. Warning, deep water. It is indeed. Where's the shallow bit? Oh, there's a bit to our right is shallow according to that. This scanner can be a nightmare. In water it doesn't seem to show up too much. Oh, there we go. Right, we want to be going up over there by the looks of things. Is there a route up to that roadway up there? That is where we want to go, isn't it? That one, or we want to go up there. Right, this is showing it's green. This means shallow. It's going to get deeper, isn't it? I think what we're going to do is this way. Watch that big old hole there. There we go. Around. Right, there we go. Can we get the archive second time round, I wonder? Whoa, that suddenly got muddy. We haven't been this way before, so we don't quite know where this road leads. Hazard a guess, it's kind of where we want to be going. Right, so there is the power substation is there. That's something we do need to do as well. The item we need is there. Since we're here, let's quickly go and do this. We're already here anyway. We've got a bit of an energy issue on our hands. Both the railway station, nearest town, are hungry for power. Your mission is to figure out what's up with the power grid on the north side of the region and search sub-power substation. We're going to need to get these power lines back and running. And my guess is it's going to be a pipe, to be fair. But since the power substation's there, we're already there. Saying that is, yeah. I didn't think it was facing that way, but according to that we are. Right, we've got to find a way in. There is one there, I think. There is a way in just here. Right, so what's the issue? Okay, checked out the power. There is a pipe that needs replacing by the looks of things.
Buckle up. We're getting all sorts of errors from the main power substation. Think that's something you can handle, Hotshot? You'll need to fix the pipes and haul some transformers around. But don't worry, I'll make sure you have the wheels for the job.
Make sure of the wheels for the job, but we've got a new vehicle then. It's a pipe that needs replacing is there by the looks of things. Let's go down and have a look at this. So, if we open this up, we'll replace... What's that there? Is that... I don't know what it's saying that is. Okay, we're going to replace a faulty pipe, which we just saw. Hang on, this is now really confusing. We're here. There's a broken pipe there. I think that's what we need to do. That's all we need to do there, is to actually just do that pipe there. Place pipe. I think she's given us a pipe potentially. Deliver object. Oh no, that's a transformer that needs delivering. Okay, so there's a transformer there that needs delivering. Plus, we need to make a pipe, which won't work because there's no power there. So we'll have to grab a pipe from over down here. a steel pipe facility, which means we need to do some recycling first of metal to get a pipe made, bring it over here, fix the pipe where we are now, which is there, and also deliver the transformer. That's what that needs. Okay, so there's a few different things to do there. That's fine. If we go back to this, we're going to quickly go and finish this off because we haven't got a pipe at the minute anyway. Then we'll use our crane vehicle that's here to get the transformer and take that to the main power substation. Then we'll have to bring that back over the map to the other side to grab some metal, make a pipe, and then come back over. It might be a bit of a drive with the pipe, but we've only got one vehicle that's got a crane and can carry the pipe at the same time, unless we use a combination vehicle to gather that pipe. But we'll get to that. Let's go and get this item we need first and foremost. And then at least that's clear and done. And then we'll sort this out and get the power back up and running. And then I reckon there's going to be more pipes to fix, because I bet this area then becomes the pipe factory here will work. And all that metal that we found will then be needed to be used. Okay, what is our best way in this time? We're coming in a different way this time, aren't we? That was the way we came in last time, was there. Essentially, we could just go straight over. It's all these ladders and things, so you can actually go different routes and climb buildings. Because there's a set of stairs there that allows you in over there. That comes off as well. It's weird that you can get in over there, but there's nothing up there to do as such. Unless there might be later, maybe. Yeah, this is not the easiest way in, to be fair, but we're not getting there actually, are we? I thought maybe we can get into there. I think we've got to go in the way we came last time, which is straight over here. And that was a nightmare as well, to be fair. Come on. The wood breaks, but everything else doesn't. That's the problem. Right, we need to get on top of this stuff to the left to avoid the hole to the right. Come on. Do you know what I've not thought about doing? Is trying to see if we can winch. These are really heavy and stable though. Wasn't really getting the drums, annoyingly. We'll try that. I don't know if it's heavy enough to help pull us over. There we go. It was heavy enough to help. Okay, we need to go in here again. Up the stairs. How do we leave the board? Oh, not a brilliant position, have we? Okay, we didn't leave the board in the best position, to be fair. We're too far away to winch it now. Try and bring this. I don't think that's the right winch. Try and pull it a little bit. I think it will sit. I think that's as far as it's going. Right, well, we make it across is the question. Yeah. Okay, we can winch this down from there rather than us trying to go up. I think it might be a better option. Maybe I've got the handbrake on. We'll just flick onto there though. Not easily, okay. Ah, not going to flick on, is it? Dang it. Ooh. Back wheel going off there. Come on. Ah, this is going badly wrong again. If I can get that on the floor at least, then if it does go, we have to come all the way back again. It's doable. Okay, we're going to think of getting ourselves out first, I think. There must be, yeah, there. There's winch points up there. If I can pull the back end. Stop, stop, I'm not winching that, stop. Ah, I was winching automatically there, that wasn't me. Okay. Right, we're there. We're okay, I think. Can we get back across to where over there? Whoa, that's jumping around. Just want to get back onto there, and then we're kind of in a safer position. There's a winch point there, which might help us here. Whoa, that was a bit of a jump. Right. Okay, hopefully we're still close enough we are. Okay, it's going to pull us, isn't it? No! Alright, coming towards us. I'm actually not controlling that winch. For some reason, this winch seems to have a mind of its own at some times, and I'm not even doing anything. And the winch is pulling it towards us. There we go, I've just disconnected the winch. Yeah. So sometimes the winch has a mind of its own. That's something we've got to watch out for. Tell if I turn the handbrake off. Come on. There we go. Again, stop winch, stop. I don't know what is going on with that winch, but it doesn't like stopping. Okay. Let's pull this towards us. Hoping that flicks over that gap. Doesn't get stuck. Come on. Want to go on the top? Okay, why don't we go on the top of it? There we go. We've got it. We've got it. We've got it. We could have pulled the slab, to be fair. That's a good point. Right, we want to connect this to our back, really. And then I'm assuming we're going out the way we came in. Would be my thinking. My only concern would be getting it stuck down there. Can't see, there's nothing else we can read. I can pull that down. Hang on. Why would that come down? So I'm just seeing if there's another way out of here. That takes, okay, so we could have gone up there essentially, couldn't we? I think that's what that is for. Because you can go up on top bit over there. Right, we need to turn around. The horrible bit is going to be the getting through this debris with that on the back. I think it's going to be the hard point. I think if we have it closer to us, that might be the better option. The closer it is to us, the better. I knew it was going to get caught in that corner as well. Come on, round the corner. Yeah, I thought that might be a problem. Give me the upper top. Why are we not connected to the top point? Trying to get the top point to connect so it'll flick around the corner, but it won't connect to it. Come on. I will say winching in this is really not as intuitive as it is in SnowRunner. It's really tricky to try and get the right angle to get it to actually do what you want it to do. Come on, it's so close to getting around that corner. There we go, it's around the corner. Okay. That's fairly close to us. Well, which way are we going to get out of here? We better plot that route first. Thank you for the like, brother. It was much appreciated. We're going to get out of here, and then I think we head this way. And out there. Maybe into the house. Knock that wall down, out kind of thing. Is my kind of plan. My concern is obviously this and the debris. Not even me on the debris, to be fair. Come on. Take no range off. Right, in the building, and then my plan is hit the wall. That should then go down. Actually worked out really well. Over we go. And then onto the road. And then we're there. We've only got to take it just round here. And that'll be another mission complete. Still seems like there's quite a lot to do on this map as well. We're not quite anywhere near done, I don't think. Right, come on. In we go. Am I delivering a safe there? All the places. I don't know how I'm going to get that there. Oh, actually, I suppose I could push it. With the bull bars on the front. I'm hoping I can just push this towards that where it needs to be. We finally did it. It took a bit of effort to get that off there, to be fair. That was not the easiest job to do. There we go, job done. The archive is retrieved.
All we need now is a route to the relief camp inside Lontevkin Castle. The rescue services will need it to transport their supplies. They do good work, so I'm always happy to help them.
Okay, that's a new mission as well now showed up. Establish a supply route to the castle field camp. So obviously the castle we've been to. Where's that being connected to? Because that would not be an easy route at all. Where's the field camp? They're the pipes that need replacing, all those. Plot route there. The steel pipes facility. Oh, it's steel pipes facility to the castle. Do we have a route that's... to be fair, we have a route that's not too bad. There is a route that we could use. Not sure it's worth setting up now because I think we need to clear all these pipes out of the way. Because we had a nightmare getting out of here, and I think if we don't clear all these pipes out of the way, we'd have an issue. Although we've got the cranes now active here, I don't know if they'll go that far though. No, these are just cranes for containers. We may have to clear some of that debris out of the way, I think, for that. Okay, we've got one more entry point to do for the mine. Where's that? That's there. Oh, well, we haven't been over this side, but more stuff is now showing up over this side as well. Okay. That's the last entry point for the mine we need to get to. Where we're currently over here. I wonder if it's worth doing that first. Just because it's another mission then clear. The substation, we've got to pick up the part from here. We've got a vehicle with a crane ready to go. And we can go and get that plugged in. It's making the pipe that's going to take a bit of time. Let's go and track this one, then it's the last one done. We've already done one entry point. We're now going to do another one. Our best route to get there, though, is going to be interesting. Probably back through here. There's a little bridge over here as well. Although that bridge may take us to the wrong side. Sand quarry. Yeah, don't know the best route. But at least then it's a mission cleared. I think that's the best option. We are currently... Where are we? We're over here, aren't we? Right, let's see if we can get this mine done. Then we'll look at the substation. Yeah, a route to the... from this castle is not going to be easy. But we'll see what we can do. Okay. I thought this might be the easier way to go, but I could be wrong. Up we go. That's the one thing that's interesting and no different to SnowRunner as well. There doesn't seem to be any collectibles or anything. Like the map, although there's stuff to do on the map, you don't interact with anything other than the mission markers really. There's less interaction with the map. Okay. I was thinking I could skirt along the river, the bank along here, really. But I don't think that's doable. We head down over this way. That's doable, I think. That's the thing. The map is all well and good for looking at a route to take, but it doesn't show up debris as that much, and it doesn't really tell you what you're about to face. It will show you some things, but debris and holes, it doesn't always show up as easily. So you get somewhere thinking, oh, that'd be simple to get through, and then you're there and you're like, that didn't look the same. We've been caught out a few times like that now, though. Okay. Still a long way there, and I don't think we can go straight there. There's a bridge here to our left. No, I know it's the wrong side of the water, but my hope is there's another one on the other side. Okay, there's not another bridge. You can see that already. There won't be another bridge now. That's just a hole flooded. There's a workshop and everything there. I'm assuming we're going to be using these places at some point. Okay, we can't skip across any of this because that's all flooded. So we need to come back on ourselves here and try and head through that way, I think. Because that whole area is flooded and gets worse as you go further along. This is all to find a mine entrance as well. This may lead to another mission, admittedly. At least the sun's out. It's nice and sunny. We're in the upgraded scout vehicle, which seems to be handling itself pretty well. Okay. If we head through here, potentially. Oh, there's a rock face there, maybe not. If we come along here, maybe. Oh, there's a track there. There is a track to the right hand side. Coming through here may have been a mistake. Low range on, just if that helps. What we've actually stuck on is a tree. It's causing us the problem there. Let's get around the tree. There we go. Right, if we head straight out of here, there's a route to the left here, potentially. This may get us out. Okay, is that a concrete fence along the back end? It looks like it, doesn't it? Can I break it or can I not? My bull bars? No. Ah. Okay, we need to find a way around this concrete fence line. We might be able to skip over it here. There we go. There's a lot of exposed pipe, which kind of tells me we might need to do some more pipe restoration at some point. Okay, so we're heading this way. There is a kind of a track here. We follow this down here. I think that'll get us close. And then we can worry about electricity. And then figure out what we're going to do about this castle as well. It's not going to be an easy route. We might need to fix loads of stuff on that route. Although it might, I don't know, maybe it's just move the pipe. I don't know. It's going to be a tricky one to figure out, I think. I don't think this was originally the route it was going to take, but it's working. Okay, a bit muddy here though. I think we've got to keep going that way. It wasn't originally the route I was going to take, to be fair. I was going to go into here. This may still get us there, just not the route originally thought of. So easy to get lost as well with not being able to plan a route properly. But then I think getting lost is some of the fun. Right, we can go up here and over. Say, not the original intention. Okay. So there is a track kind of track here, to be fair. We can get onto this track and just head in that direction. It's only 300 meters away as well. We're not far away from where we need to be. That's the annoying thing. We're not far at all. And all we're going to do is get close to it. After that, that's job done. We don't actually have to do anything once we're there. Okay. Now, I'm better off going left and round. Does seem to be a track going that way. That might be the better option. As I say, all we've got to do is get there. And that's it. Ah, had to be watered in there. 200 meters though. We're not far off, as long as we can get to it. Say that. What is that? Well, that's something that's been that's destroyed, whatever that is. I think we can still get round. Route through the trees. Just want to see where we are. 100 meters away. Whoa, that's a big hole. I do like how you can see where we've been via what we've destroyed vegetation wise as well on the way through. The fact that stays destroyed and damaged and doesn't just spring back to life. That's a hole I didn't see. No, don't mess us up now. Did not see that hole. Through the trees? Come on, we're so close. It is 47 meters that way. I just got to find a way down to it. I think. Okay, we carry on this way. There's like a logging station, to be fair, yeah. And we can't actually do anything with wood yet. We did it. Potential mine entrance. This isn't it, Chief. I could have told you that 10 minutes ago. That's not a mine entrance we're going to be using anytime soon. But it is job done. Right. Okay, let's let Kelly talk.
As per usual. Okay. Now we need to bring some steel beams to the lava quarry.
Do we?
If you're going to be draining that mine and having a poke around, I don't want it caving in on you. So we'll need those steel beams to brace the walls. Someone needs to look out for you, right?
It's the first time we're going to be using steel beams, to be fair. Okay, we can leave this here. Well, steel beams to lava quarry. That's all the way over there, isn't it? Okay. Let's try and get power up and running first, I think. I think that should be our main... Well, it is the main objective, to be fair. So, what we're going to do with this one, we're going to deliver the object first. Because we've got a vehicle ready to pick it up and go. So if we jump into our truck here... Oh, we've got a new vehicle. We have. It's a bigger crane. We have a brand new vehicle. It is a massive crane. Wow, that's a big crane. So it's one of those cranes that you take somewhere and just and set it up there, don't you? Okay, my guess is because that is heavy. I don't know if our it's a good shower. So what we've got to take is a transformer. The transformer's there. Can this lift it? I don't know if I can lift it with this. In all honesty. Why did you not stop? Because I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, can I lift this? It doesn't look like we're going to be able to, but let's give it a go. I've got a feeling we won't be able to. And I think that's what the other crane's for. I'm at full extension there as well. There is no way I'm lifting that, is there? I've lifted it. Oh no, we can lift it. I thought for a minute the other crane was there because we couldn't lift this. But actually we can. If I can get it in the back, I don't know. Does it fit? I think that's going to be tight fit, isn't it? I don't think that fits. That doesn't fit in the back. Yeah, I'm thinking heavy duty trailer. Kathy, Kathy, good morning, how are you? I'm thinking heavy duty trailer maybe. See how much that weighs us down. Okay. I don't know, you know, we can... I don't think it will... Let's just take that out for a second. Can we strap it? Well, we can strap it. And we can fold crane. I'm not massively happy with how it is, but it's on there. Okay, this is going to make this very side heavy, isn't it? Wow, that's going to tip. I can guarantee we're going to lose this, but we'll see. I think it's going to tip over. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near it. We need to get to the main power substation to deliver this, don't we? We open that up. Yeah. So our route, potentially, is through here. What is our best route? The safest route is get to the power substation and go from there. Seems to be the better route. In all honesty. Which would mean heading this way. Yeah, through the trees, through here, through the water essentially. But yeah, I don't know, is it worth the risk to take it as is, or do we think a bigger trailer would be better? I don't think it's worth the risk, is it? Right. What have we got that what have we actually got to put it in? We've got the heavy duty trailer there. That's what it's meant to go on, isn't it? And with the mobile crane. Yeah, the Zilk 605E. That is what it's meant to go on. And I don't think we're going to get there otherwise. Right. What we need to do, I think we set up the big crane and get it put on this. I don't think we have a choice but to get it on the back of this, do we really? Okay, so I probably could lift it using the actual small crane, to be fair. I could probably lift it off this to put onto there. Maybe. I got onto here, so I should be able to. Does mean, though, we're going to possibly need a crane to get a crane to the location as well. Which is probably why the big mobile crane's there. Okay. We got it onto here, so we should be able to get it off, would be my thinking. Ah, wrong button. That wasn't what I had to do. I've not unstrapped cargo first. That's why I won't pick it up. Okay, cycle target. There we go. Small crane can manage it just about. Get the spin round. There we go. I don't know if it's too far that way, to be fair. Let's see. Strap cargo. It's all strapped down. Right, we've got the bigger truck. We haven't driven this truck before, so this is a new vehicle for us. Can we get it there in one piece? And then I suppose potentially drive the mobile crane there too. Okay, the hard bit is going to be getting through this water. Kind of going to do what we did last time. Try and skirt around. You can kind of see where you can go, but it's not simple. What camera mode have we got? Oh, okay. Kind of looking to where the gravel is already there, and you know that's kind of safe to go on. Last thing we want is to flip this thing over, because that would be a nightmare to try and get back upright, I think. So more being careful on corners. How's that bit? Up this way. I'm trying to remember last time what we did. This isn't really going to be good for off-roading, is it? That's the problem. Well, the road we're after is over there. How is that stuck? I might be too steep a slope, maybe. Okay. At least it's still on board. We haven't lost the transformer yet. Okay, that's the road we want to go up. And we've gone to, yeah. Keep doing that. I keep thinking it's a different type of vehicle so we can make some of these little bits that I normally use. So you've got to remember that it's a different, completely different type of vehicle. We're going to need some traction. Tree over, there you go. So we're aiming for the main power plant first because then the route to the substation is actually quite simple. If I can actually get up the hill. There we go. Turning circle on this obviously is nowhere near some of the other vehicles. I'll take low range off. Now we're on a road, it shouldn't be too bad to be fair, other than the rocks. And a bit of debris you might find along the way. It shouldn't be too bad now. So we need low range. I don't know whether I should have put the transformer further back on the trailer to level it out the weight maybe, because all the weight at the minute's on the front end, isn't it? It's getting stuck on the rocks. So I don't know whether making the weight, put it in different places will make a difference. I know it's not the weight that's causing the problem at the minute, it's the rocks behind us. Take low range off, there we go. Go back on again. This is a steep slope for the vehicle and the weight. We've seen the time. Where's the time gone today? It's flown. Okay, we're actually near the main electricity station. To be fair, power station. We're nearly next to it. And then we need to get. If I can't just drive over where this needs to go, so it automatically goes in place, I've got to get a crane there as well. Right, let me just check where we are heading to the right place. Yeah, so straight down here, and then we get to the main power station. Is where we're going. Such a different vehicle to use compared to what we've been so used to using. There it is, and there's the main power station. And it is a lovely straight route from there to where we're going for the transformer, to be fair. Need to remember corners as well. We can't take the corners as sharply as I normally do with this because you're allowed for the trailer behind. Although this one actually swings around really nicely. Okay. Double check myself to make sure we're correct. So we head down this route here. And it takes us straight to where we're going. To there. Straight route with a few bends in between. And that's half of this mission done. Then we need to do the pipe work, which we're going to go and need to recycle some metal to get the pipe. There's the pipe that needs replacing. We'll need to recycle some metal to get some pipe made. We've got none in storage. Although we've got, annoyingly, the plant here that'll make pipe needs power. It's like the Pacific. Yeah, I suppose Pacific P16 is really strong, isn't it? It's similar. Well, yeah, it doesn't look anything like it, but I know what you mean. It's powerful enough to pull. Because for me in SnowRunner, that getting the P16 was a game changer. It's not specifically. It's not fast, but it just keeps moving. Is what we need. There's a load of rocks, so this could be a problem. Can we get through here? Come on. Thought this would be a nice easy route, but actually them rocks there do cause a problem. Come on. This trailer's not getting over them rocks that easily. Is it going to move? No. Okay. This route isn't as clear or as easy as first thought then, is it? Annoyingly. And on the map, this is what I mean. The map shows you a route and you think, oh, it's nice and easy. It doesn't always show everything. You know, it doesn't show the rocks that have fallen down there. It doesn't show some of the debris sometimes. So when you think a route's nice and simple, it turns out to be a nightmare. What are we caught on now? Is it just more rocks? I'm not very good at reversing these kind of trailers either, to be fair. If we keep it straight, would that help? Right, we're over, we're past it. But yeah, not the best. I don't know if we want to send a big mobile crane here or not. We can use a smaller one, obviously. We managed to get on the back of this with a small crane. I suppose that kind of big crane would be good for recycling metal in one area. If you can get it into one place where it can still chuck it in the zone to recycle at the same time, that could probably make quick work of things like that. We are nearly there to deliver this. We're running out of time though. We've only got about 10 minutes left. Come on, find the grip. I'm going to. It's a steeper slope than you expect, than I expected. To be fair, I know it looked like a slope, but I didn't think it'd be this steep. No, my luck, there's probably an easier route. To be fair, I thought this looked doable though. But this route isn't as doable as you first think. Come on. Take low range off, see if a run up helps. And the smaller crane can lift it, but is it meant to? Or is it just, because the thing is, you've got to, until you get a rusty version, you don't have that type of vehicle. So now we have a big mobile crane that we can go and station places. So we've now unlocked that essentially. So I think it may just be to do with story-wise how a certain level may be unlock it. Come on. Can you get it over there? So close. If only this thing had a winch, eh? Can't quite make it over. The loose rocks are causing a problem. Come on. where maybe the weight of the transformer should have been on the back rather than the front end. Okay. Hang on. So that does go round but goes up, so we can't go that way. This is the only way we can go. To get this there, we have to go up here. There isn't another one from this side anyway. There's not another route. And there we go. And move some of the rocks out of the way there. Come on. Each time we're trying this, we are moving the rocks. I don't know if low range is helping or not here, really, to be fair. Okay. Try another run up, maybe. We just can't get the beams to get over the rocks there. So every time it's getting caught. It's a good job there isn't fuel to worry about, I tell you. Otherwise we'd be in big trouble. Okay. What I'm thinking, what about this way? Sometimes low range helps and sometimes is a hindrance. Trying to get an angle instead that way. But come on. Feels like it's nearly there, to be fair there. I think we'd have burnt through the tyres by now, wouldn't we, as well? Just cannot get the grip. As I say, this is the only route from this way to get in. It's that rock on that right hand side that's the problem. One more attempt and then we're going to have to look at a different way. But it may be a long journey to get that way, that's the only downside. I've still got low range on, I didn't think of that. Take low range off so we get a bit of oomph. Try to use the other rock as a kind of an up and over. Just not getting over there. It's bouncing straight off. That should have been, this route was meant to be a simple, nice, easy route to go past. To be fair, finding this is interesting because we need to do a route from the castle. And this is the straight route from the castle, is down here as well. So actually knowing this potentially is an issue is actually helpful. But it's not helpful currently. Now, if I'm trying to see where else we can go here. So we can go up, but I don't really want to go up because there's nowhere to come down. The only other route in is this back route that we've not done or seen. So this is the main way in. The only thing maybe we could do was to get those as try and move some of the loose rocks, maybe. Yeah, it's a tight squeeze, I think, is the problem. Plus you lose momentum because you have a loose rocks around as well. But it's getting over these. Where am I stuck? I can't even get close to the gap now. But I'd love a winch right now. A winch would make life a lot easier, although I don't actually know what a winch do. To be fair. But all I'm doing is digging up the roadway as well, which means we're probably going to need to put sand down at some point, as we do wear away these things. Can I go up that way? Didn't quite work. We'll try and bounce off the rock there, to be fair. We've still got to come up with a plan for when we do the route from the castle though, because this will not be doable. They will just keep stopping. Can we go any further that way? Take low range off, see if that makes a difference. Thinking about it. Come on. So close to being there as well, I think. I think we've got it. Have we got it? The front tyres are over. Can we get the rest over though? It's the closest we've been so far. No range off. Come on. We're going backwards, aren't we? That's not getting up there, is it? If we can't get up there, then do we need to use a smaller crane, smaller truck? I think it can, yeah, exactly. Go to right until you come to rock, swing left and say, that's not a bad shout. Try and do it that way. Get a really wide swing going in. I will say I hate reversing the big trailer like this. They're a pain in the butt to reverse. It's all the rocks obviously that aren't helping either. But yeah, so raise your eyes when he's saying come in from the right and swing left. Can't even get moving around low range either. But definitely I think I can. Could just hit the rock there, won't let me go up there. Just hit the rock face. It's just not... The only thing I can think of is bring the small crane up, take it off the back and carry on the journey. There's so many rocks here that are causing the problem. We can't even get moving because the rocks underneath the wheels. Whereas I think the smaller vehicle would bounce up there. Yeah, I'm not even getting traction. That's also because we've destroyed the roadway as well by trying to get up here. Either that or we try to bring the small crane up to even try and pull this through. Maybe with the crane. See about low range. No. We're not getting up there. Not like this anyway. As that, annoyingly, we've got to get a route through here for the castle, and I don't quite know how that's going to work unless you move all these rocks out of the way with the dozer. Can't even move this thing now. So many rocks away. Okay, we're not getting up there as it stands. So we either need to bring the dozer up to clear the roadway, or we need to bring something up to put us through. That's why I was thinking a small crane maybe. Or even the big crane could probably pull it through that gap, to be fair. How long we got? Oh, we're out of time. I didn't even realize it was 12 o'clock. We are out of time, annoyingly. That kind of brought us out of the blue, didn't it? I just want to keep playing. There's so much more to do. Yeah, we're out. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time. So I would, you know what? I'd love to right now just say, let's carry on another hour. I just know I just couldn't. I won't be able to handle it. Annoyingly. Ah. So what have we managed to do? Well, we've managed to explore the north of the map and find another salt mine, along with a railway station, and everything else. So this whole northern part we've explored today. Got the salt mine entrance up and open. Mountain base over here now as well. We've got to repair the main substation with the transform, which is where we're a bit stuck at the minute. And then fix a pipe for the power substation, get that up and running as well. And we also need to bring steel beams to the salt quarry, nicknamed Lava, to try and open up some of the hatches in the mountains so we can go into there. We need 10 steel beams for that. So we're going to need to do a bit of recycling to actually get the steel beams done, I believe. Looking at that as well. And then also we need to establish a route, which I don't know how this is going to work, considering we're now stuck, from the castle over here all the way down to... Where's it going to go to? The field camp. So is that to steel pipes? No. Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. Steel pipes to the castle, with the main route being the one that's currently blocked by us trying to get through it up here. So, yeah, not sure about that. That's something we've got to work out as well. I feel like we've got a decent amount done. But I don't, it's one of those, I don't feel like I've done a massive amount. But it feels like we have kind of got quite a bit done. Let's come off and see what the hub says. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for joining us. Yes, we have got bank holiday on Monday, so we won't be streaming Monday because of the bank holiday. And next week I need to work out what's going on because it is half term again in the UK. I don't know how this works, but every school holiday seems to always be here. Like my boy's barely been back at school and they've got another week off. How does that work? So look out for the schedule on Sunday for what is going on next week. 1 PM GMT for the scheduled video, 8 PM GMT for the community post. But have a look at those now. I'll tell you our live streams for next week. It may be a bit of short notice live streams. Maybe we'll see how we go. But we started today at 33%, I think it was, on Sunkern, and we're now at 54%. There's still 9 objectives still to do and 6 side objectives still to clear. And there's the whole right-hand side of the map hasn't been done yet. So these maps are getting bigger. There's more to do on them. And I would say they're getting harder to navigate as well. You've got to really pick your vehicles, I think. We could tarmac that road. I wonder if we could tarmac... There's a sand quarry nearby. Could we not put a bit of tarmac over that rock face? Maybe. I don't know. Something to think about for next time. But that is us for today, I'm afraid. We are out of time. A massive thank you to you guys. Thank you to Tesco, Kathy, Crazy Iceman. Always appreciated. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. And we'll see you as soon as we can in a live stream very soon. Have a good one, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.